How to land a job after PMP certification. A lot of folks have gotten certified in the past number of years, but a recurring question is often, how do I get a job after getting PMP certified? Being PMP certified is step one. To land a job after PMP certification, follow these steps. Step one, start now. I recommend don't even wait till you are a PMP. Start before you get certified, and you can start now by putting PMP pending on your resume even if you're not certified yet. Do not wait until you get certified. I have a story to tell about a startup company I applied for before I got PMP certified. I put it on my resume that PMP was pending, I was working towards it, and I was close. I landed the job. I scaled the interview, I used all the right terminology, language, and presented myself accordingly, and I got the job before I became a PMP. It works. So do it now. Put PMP pending on your resume, put the contact hours that you've used to qualify for the exam, use the relevant information for the job. I also recommend using a word cloud generator so that you bring to surface the keywords in that job. So go on down to the link that I have right here in this presentation, freewordcloudgenerator.com, and put in the description of the job you're applying for into this generator so that it elevates the most important words for you. So start now. Let's get going. The second thing I would recommend is work with recruiting firms. Why should you work with recruiting firms? Because they're in more places than you could be. Some of you are currently in positions. You don't have as much time as those recruiters to hit the ground running, go in all directions, and begin looking for work. But these folks can. I'm speaking from experience. I got my biggest break from Aerotech. They found me a job in an environmental engineering company that was priceless. They had my resume and they were searching actively for me. The second organization is Tech Systems. Tech Systems got me six-figure paying jobs in top firms in the United States. And lastly, Manpower Professional got me the job that was the job of my dreams for a while, and that was at Honeywell. They found that opportunity. It came calling. I had to work with recruiting firms to be able to effectively penetrate the market. If you are not working with recruiting firms, you are doing too much of the legwork all by yourself. You end up getting frustrated, tired, and you cannot be in as many places as those folks. Remember, those folks are going to end up getting a bonus if you are recruited in that firm. So there's a whiffing factor for those folks. There's a what's in it for me factor for them, and that propels them to look. Number 3, use the language in interviews. What do I mean by the language? By the language, I'm talking about the language that you've picked up towards your PMP. I'm talking about project management speak. What I'm saying is use language that at the end of the day, if anyone is interviewing you and is a project manager, they can relate. They understand what you mean when you say project charter or plans or reports or stakeholders or problem solving. Also remember that in a lot of these interviews these days, as a project manager, you got to be on your A game regarding Agile and Scrum. So make sure you go in there with Agile awareness, the understanding of the manifesto, the principles, the practices, and also Scrum in its entirety. It will really help you on a lot of these interviews in today's market space. Number 4, understand the tools of project management. Now, what do I mean by understand the tools of project management? There are so many tools in the world of project management today. Now, it is common knowledge that there's so many tools of project management, and I will show you a number of these tools. But I want to encourage you to go on down to the CDC website, which is at this hyperlink here, tinyurl.com/Sigma PMO. Why do I encourage you to go over here? I encourage you to do this because you can download for free a plethora of tools. There are over 50 of these great project management tools, documents, plans, and so on. And you need to be aware of a number of them. In fact, right now, I'm going to go over this list and tell you which ones will jump out at me as things you need to know about and you need to be able to speak to. Business case, capacity planning, change management log, change management plan, the project charter, communication matrix, communications management plan, estimating, issue logs, lessons learned, registers, meeting agendas, memorandums of understandings, MOUs and SLAs, being familiar with what those are, project kickoff meeting, what exactly it is, how to run one, the project management plan, the project schedule. You got project schedules in Microsoft Project, Excel, in Agile, as well as predictive, what that could look like, a quality management plan, a release strategy, requirements definition, requirements management plan, requirements traceability matrix, risk log, risk management plan, staff management plan, stage gate review, stakeholder analysis, status reports, test case, test plan, use case, test script, work breakdown structure. I did add some that were not here that are similar and will help you in your job search. So it is absolutely important that you know these tools and use them. And that takes us to the next point regarding these tools and techniques. It's not enough to say you're a PMP. You got to use these tools and techniques, my friends. You've got to put them to use. And that is the next step that I want to talk about. Step 5. Use the tools of project management and start today. Use these tools to build experience. Use these tools as a volunteer. Use them on personal projects. And I'm talking about things like Kanban, the whole idea about Kanban and Scrum, understanding PMBOK Guide, page 89, what is in there. Some of those I touched on in the previous slide, but very importantly, Microsoft Project, scheduling, smart sheets, WBS creation, be able to create at least a schedule, a WBS, be able to at least use Jira and Trello and Miro, because the world has become very virtual in how projects are managed. In fact, in a lot of jobs today, you find that you are not required to be in person. You are actually required to work remote in a lot of these jobs. So I encourage you, if you haven't looked into these tools that can support virtual work such as Miro and many more, as well as all of those video conferencing tools, I encourage you to do that. It will greatly help you. Let's go to number 6. Number 6 is relentlessly search for what you like. I'll give you an example. My story about the Honeywell search, I wanted to work for that company. I don't know why I was so fired up to work for that company. Perhaps it was the track record, doing a lot of government stuff, because I like working in government agencies and helping people who are in the military to get certified. It's a passion of mine. And since Honeywell had similar goals as far as the audience and their customer being the government, of course, I gravitated towards that. And I relentlessly pursued working in this company. Well, as I said in the previous slides, Manpower Professional landed me that opportunity by connecting me to Honeywell. They found my resume, they connected me to Honeywell, and part of the interview was earned value management. Honestly, without the PMP, I would not have been able to achieve that job of my dreams. And as a result of working at Honeywell, I got so much experience, so much confidence, so much opportunity to even train my colleagues in the world of project management and for the PMP exam. But it was as a result of my relentless searching for what I liked, for what the propensity was for me. And I wholeheartedly recommend that if you are looking to work for a company of your dreams, don't relent. Keep pursuing it. Be relentless in your search and make your resume evergreen. What do I mean by make your resume evergreen? Well, log on to the websites such as Monster, Dice, and Indeed, and keep renewing your resume periodically so that it appears evergreen. Because when recruiters look at these resumes, they look at those that are new more than those that have aged. The resume that hasn't been updated for the past year is less likely to receive as much attention as one that was updated just a few days ago. So one of the things I did when I was actively searching for positions was to go into the websites and to relentlessly make my resume evergreen. I'll update it. I'll change something, even if it was a word, even if it was a full stop, a period. I would go in there, I'll change it, and I would make it evergreen. And it paid off because the phone never stopped ringing off the hook. Here's the next one. The next one I would highly recommend for you is to leverage your network. Are you leveraging your network? Have you informed your network you're looking for roles, looking for jobs? Announce it at a PMI chapter meeting if you are in a PMI chapter, and volunteer for some short, free jobs. It doesn't hurt to do volunteer work because you can put it on your resume. Look for local businesses where you could do short stints of maybe educating them in project management, maybe helping them with a few project management tasks, but you got to be open and you got to be able to network. So look around in your local vicinity and find how you can network. And from those associations, you're going to gain experience because you're going to be helping those individuals as well. And guess what? Those individuals are going to be great references for you. That is point 7, my friends, and we have come to the end of our view of the PMP job journey, what happens after PMP, and what I recommend you do. Check our website out. It's projectleadershipinstitute.com. We're looking to help project managers who want to go to that next level as leaders, because everything rises and falls on leadership. Don't forget to hit those websites that I mentioned. Dice is huge when it comes to tech in the PM world, and Monster and Indeed. Those will be good websites to begin looking at. I hope this was of help to you. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe and share with your friends. Stay tuned. There'll be a lot more to come on this channel. Bye for now, my friends, and all the very best in your job search.